Sure. The arc is important because Xi Jinping is one president, and he has amplified United Front work department activities, certainly. But the whole concept goes back to Vladimir Lenin. And it goes back to the PRC using it back in the days of the nationalists and seeking power then. So it's and fighting Japan as well. And so it's not as if these are new concepts. And so really it's important to trace that history so we get that in-depth understanding of what has happened in the past and the significance of how the past has shaped the present. And one of the biggest, I would say, things that I found involved the recognition of China in 1970, because that pivotal moment was when Canada decided that it was going to recognize the PRC government. Previous to that, you had the UK, you had France, some Western, in terms of Western countries, recognize the PRC, but they were pretty, ambiguous when it came to Taiwan and the Taiwan question. That changed after Canada's recognition. Now, Canada had devoted a lot of effort in terms of trying to recognize China. They had set up talks to take place in Sweden. And what I found from declassified documents was, and that came to me that to be really an obvious situation or conclusion, was that the recognition of China by Canada was actually a foreign malign influence operation that was waged against Canada. And that's particularly significant. And the reason why it's so significant is because that recognition established the one China policy and the isolation of Taiwan. That recognition became, you could say, the blueprint, the Canadian formula, as it was called, for multiple countries. And that recognition almost reads identical to how the United States ended up recognizing China. In effect, getting the PRC exactly what they wanted in terms of recognizing them and isolating Taiwan. And it shows how a successful influence operation against a close ally can have ramifications for decades.